Howdy folks, Bluesboyjag here with yet another 3-string cigar box guitar lesson. It's Creedence Clearwater Revival. And Fortunate Son, we're tuned to open G. That's an A string tuned to G. And a D string tuned normal to D. And a 3rd string G string tuned normal to G. This song is not that difficult. There's a couple of tricky parts in there, but hey, what songs don't have tricky parts, huh? So I use my fingers. You can use a pick if you'd like. Let's get started. First of all, we're going to do the intro here. And that's going to involve the bass note of a real bass guitar. But we're going to be playing the regular tune G. Hey, might as well play bass and guitar at the same time, right? All right, so I'm going to slow this way down. There's some tricky parts in it. So we're going to go like this. So the main thing you want to remember here is that steady G note. You're going to be playing some licks within that G note, or with that G note, or with the open chord, however you want to put it. Lots of stuff happening here, and it looks a lot more difficult than it really is. So just get that bass note going with your thumb, and start out slow, like slow. And we'll speed it up later, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm borrowing with my first finger on the top 2 strings, 10th fret, sliding up to 12. So you want to go 8 times on the bass note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get to that part later, but that's how you count it. Slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sliding from 10 to 12. On the 2nd string, when you get to the 12th fret, bar across to the 1st string. So I'm only fretting 1 note, the 2nd string right there, and I'm sliding up, but then I'm laying my finger across to bar that 1st string. Slide up, bar. Obviously, I'm overemphasizing that. You don't need to move your entire body to do that, but I want you to see exactly what's happening. Slide up and then bar across the 1st string. Using my 1st finger to slide up only on 1 string. Then you lay your finger across that 1st string, and I'm doing all this so you can see exactly what's happening. But throughout that whole process, you're still playing the bass note. What? What the heck? How do I do that? It's not that hard, really. You're not really playing the bass note exactly with every single guitar note. I call this the bass note. Works for the bass guitar. All right, blah, blah, blah. Back to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. On this one, I'm plucking with my thumb. Then when I get to the 12th fret, I'm picking the 1st string. So I'm plucking the 2nd, sliding up, then hitting that 1st string. And immediately go back to that pedal tone. It's called a pedal tone. All right, so slow. Yeah, it's a little tricky. It's fun to learn, though. Fun to speed it up. Sometimes I'll learn a song at the proper tempo, and then I'll practice it real fast, like ridiculously fast, just for fun. Your mileage may vary on that. Some of you may not be interested in doing that. I think it's kind of fun. It does help your accuracy if you play the song way faster than it really was. Then you slow it down to the proper tempo, and you play it from there for the rest of your life. And it really is a good practice, I think. I mean, if you think it's crazy, then that's no problem. You know, it's just one thing that I do sometimes, play the song faster than it really is and practice it faster than it really is. The only problem with doing that is lots of times I'll actually play at the gig, I'll play it 10 or 20% faster than I should. But anyway, back to the top. So what are those other licks? First finger is on 310, hammer to 312. And then first string on the 9th fret. So. That was, first finger is on 4, 7th, and then first string on the 7th. So, really cool intro. So practice that with the recording. Start out slow, make sure you get the accuracy first, and then speed up later. So now we're going to go to the verse. So this is pretty easy, 1 bar chord, and you're just going to be moving up and down, and there is the open chord too. So you're going to start with the open G. Then we go up to F, which is the 10th fret, barring all the way across. Then 5, and then 0. 0, 10, 5, 0, another 0. 5, 10, 5, 0. So what are those chords? Well, that's your G, that's your F, that's your C, and that's your G. Don't get too happy about that easy riff, because we're going to change it. It's also an easy riff, but you're going to be going back and forth between these two. Now we do that again. Now we change it to 7-5-0. Play along with the song, it's real easy to figure this out. So it looks like I'm throwing all sorts of chords at you and we're jumping all over the place, and we're really not. If you play along with the record, then you'll figure it out. 0, 10, 5, 0, and the next one is 0, 7, 5, 0. Just think of it that way. So once it does 2 of those verses, now we have a different part. Really cool. So we're going to start out here on this particular part of the song. First finger is going to be on 110, and your third finger is going to be on 212. I'm playing all 3 strings, and I'm sliding down 1 fret. So I'm starting here with my first finger on the 10th fret, going down 1 fret with both fingers. Then I'm going all the way down to the 5th fret with my first finger, and you go 2 up above that. It's real easy. So it only does that twice, and then we go back to the verse again, and it repeats the chorus a couple times. That's the whole song. So how would you play a solo on this song? Well, we're in the key of G. There is no solo in this song, but if you wanted to, remember your old-fashioned pentatonic. So first finger is going to be on 112, and your third finger is going to be on 13, 14, 15. On all three strings. So that's your upper pentatonic. And here's your other simple lower pentatonic. Now don't forget, you also have 5, 3, 0, 5, 3, 0, and 5, 3, 0. Don't forget the in-between notes, which are technically not part of the scale, but they are stepping stones that get you to the notes that are. That's where you can get those fancy pull-offs. Now remember, there's no solo on this particular song, but you can jam with it, and that's not a bad idea, to jam with any song which doesn't have a proper solo and make up your own solo. Figure out what key you're in. In this case, it's open G. By the way, not every song that is played on an open G guitar is in the key of open G. A lot of people ask me that question. So you sure do play a lot of songs in the key of G. Well, the guitar is tuned to G, but a lot of songs are not actually in the key of G. In this case today, yes, it is in the key of G. Now that I've completely discombobulated your brain, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out my website, jagshouse.com. Cigar box guitars just like this one for 20 years, over 4,000 sold. And we'll see you next time.